Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Um, I'm sitting here with my webcam in my hand, and yeah, I watched the Globebusters episode last night, and the as I promised, or excuse me, my promise is that I would show my face, delete all the content on my channel, and say that the flat Earth was possible if they could show me that an EQ mount could work on the flat Earth above a dome. And yeah, now I am a man of my word, so go fuck yourself, Bob. So let's do some stuff here. I thought I would have a little bit of fun last night. The only person who knew about this, and I apologize for that, the only person who knew about this was Sean. Just so I tried to inform Wolfie, but I don't think Wolfie reads the discussion thread on his channel. I tried to inform him, but had no other real way to do it, and my email was acting up. What I did last night was I had a little bit of fun, and I just privatized all of my videos. Let's put these back to being public while we're going here. So we'll wait for that. No, nobody's comments got deleted. I actually tested it before I did that shit. Because I wanted to be sure that I didn't delete anybody's comments. That would have really kind of screwed. Um, and for all my supporters, and I did read a couple of chats that were in today, the people that were supporting me, saying, "No, what's wrong with your uh, what's wrong with your channel? And did you get hacked? Or are you really admitting defeat and all this other stuff?" Well, guess what? Hell no, and thank you very much for the people who were backing me. And who continue to back me. So, I have a couple of prepared words here. They're words that I actually recorded on my drive home from work today and transcribed here so that I can read them out loud. Okay, first of all, Bob Knödel lied about the equatorial mount functioning on an AE plus dome map. Bob also knew this. If you look at the setup of tabs that he had throughout the Globebusters thing, it was his whole intention was to discredit me, try and make me look bad, and he saved the thing till the end so that his own viewers would not critique it. That's why he did that. Okay, I suffered through that entire 3+ hour hangout trying to see, in the interest of being intellectually honest, trying to see if they actually had a scientific explanation for an equatorial mount, which is available everywhere and is used by, I would even go as far as to say, hundreds of thousands of amateur to professional astronomers and photographers every single night. This is not some kind of fluke that, it's just a super special device that only certain people have access to. You can buy the damn thing on Amazon. Okay? So, things I'd like to point out. Bob stopped the reading of the conditions of my challenge. He stopped it right where I said you can't use perspective. So, to rally support from his own personal viewers, that somehow I was saying that perspective isn't a thing. Perspective, that thing that's actually called angular size. Okay? He stopped it just before that. What he didn't let his viewers hear, because many of them probably did not watch the challenge video, is right where he stopped it. I said, you can't use perspective without demonstrating it. Okay? You can't use excuses without demonstrating them. Okay? So, let's see. Hold on. Next row. Public. Submit. Okay. Next thing. They questioned the term. They tried to own the term flirspective. Okay. Flirspective is obviously a distortion or a slang term which is used to define uh, perspective, but as flat earthers use it. Okay, perspective is the God of the Gaps version of modern flat Earth. Okay, the reason why that word exists is because of the fact that flat Earth perspective is undemonstrated, uncalculated, unjustified. It's a multifunctional optical excuse which obstructs, raises, lowers, magnifies, skews left, skews right, changes elevations, changes speeds, and somehow makes all of the geometrical and optical observations of the Earth being spherical, while also reducing the ability to conclude the Earth is a plane. That is flirspective. I don't use the term, but I know exactly what it means, and so do you, Bob. So let's see here. Let's go on to the next row. Do actions public. Okay, so everyone on the Globebusters panel last night, plus the majority of their viewers in the chat, oops, as well as other flat earthers who are not even directly related to Globebusters, have clearly outlawed CAD as a way of defining the world around us, which pretty much, I have to say, and you will have to admit, pretty much destroys every video ever made by Dr. Zach. Okay? That's what it does. And yeah, so thanks for that, by the way. But at the exact same in this exact same episode, they used CAD, 3D CGI, 2D drawings from NASA, and fraudulent animations, and 2D drawings from FEs to define what they are trying to sell as reality. Tell me I'm wrong, because you did that through the whole damn thing. Okay, the CGI demonstration. Hold on. Make public. The CGI demonstration, which was supported and oohed and awed from the Globebuster panel, which was presented by, I think his name was Iru. Please excuse me, I don't know the guy, but I think that's what his name was, is Iru. The CGI demonstration was a farce because it displays observations within a solid refracting medium, whereas the objects inside, of course, do not change in any kind of way. Similar to looking through the surface of water and being in the water. The CGI demonstration was also a farce because the sun was depicted as moving in a straight line until it was far enough away to produce the desired result. The CGI demonstration would have produced a second sunrise to the north of the observer if it was along the circular AE style path, which Bob and Jaren support. The CGI demonstration was rigged to retain a somewhat of an angular size of the sun by overusing volumetric light prior to the supposed medium refracting it. So, moving on. Oh yeah, still waiting on that. Public. Let's see. The CGI demonstration intentionally omitted the ability to view the sun's size and shape through a solar filter. And that's just a button click. All they had to do was turn off the volumetric light. The CGI demonstration intentionally used a glaring volumetric light to avoid showing the dome's impact on the outline and shape of the sun. The CGI demonstration intentionally does not use the moon, as its shape is observable and would be wildly distorted in this demonstration. And all of this while saying that CGI does not represent reality. Per the preloaded tabs from the Globebuster Hangout, Bob knew that he had no intention of demonstrating the equatorial mount. He had preloaded tabs that were intended only to discredit me. So, pretty much like showing the one tab that was on there that defined the adjective of the word sly and not the noun of Sylvester. Bob deflected the Eratosthenes invitation while knowing that the invitation was set months ago and was ran from by both Jaren and Bob. They stated that they will not do it because they know what the results are. The Globebusters panel was too stupid to draw some lines on a diagram from the Neil deGrasse Tyson clip, and instead went full FE by saying they looked the same. The personal dome claim, well, hold on, let me move on to the next one before I do that. The personal dome claim would make such things as LOS radio communications, tropospheric radio communications, any form of distance-related triangulation, laser alignment, powered or unpowered flight, long-distance projectiles impossible to utilize because it would be impossible to aim them to something that is that far away distorted. The personal dome still is demonstrated as objects outside of those domes moving in a circuit above a plane, which does not create the refraction that they claim. The personal dome refraction would still not keep Polaris or Sigma Octantis in the center of rotation for an individual in the ways observed every night. The North Star would be actually observed still in an oval fashion, and the South Star would not have anything rotating around it. let's see. The personal dome claim would not allow for eclipse observation locations to be predictable. Because if everybody has their own distortion, there would be no way to actually predict that. The personal dome claim does not include sunlight and how it is propagated across the face of the Earth. The personal dome claim would only affect the observation of objects outside of the medium. So this does not account for ships going over the horizon, planes going over the horizon, land and buildings being obstructed by the horizon, or any other such observation which is known to be the result of the curvature of the Earth. The personal dome claim states that the horizon falls from eye level because you have reached the outer border of that dome's view range. However, somehow does not produce the obvious distortion which would be viewed from the Earth's surface beyond its shell. Things beyond its shell are the things that are actually being distorted, and therefore you would see this distortion on the surface of the Earth, not just in the sky. And this would not be due to any kind, it would not be missing due to any kind of distance, because the sun, the moon, and the stars are further away than the ground. So, at no point in the Globebusters hangout was there a practical demonstration of the equatorial mount. They deliberately waited till the end of the hangout to avoid critique, question, and ridicule from even their own viewers in the side chat. The entire thing that Bob, Jaron, and Morgile, and Eru, and everybody at Globebusters, the entire thing was a farce. All there to prop up and somehow defend the lie. Not wrong. Wrong would have been, I think it works. Lie is saying that it does work and you can't show it. Knowing that you can't show it. This was a lie from Bob to try and gain support against several challenges, not the least of which from Wolfie, saying, show me how an equatorial mount works on flat Earth. I am outright calling, as I've actually done quite a few times in practical demonstration, I am outright calling Jaronism, Morgile, and Bob Knödel. Yes, Knödel means dumpling. That's not actually messing with words. I am calling you out as liars. Not wrong, not misdirected, not somehow got a different opinion of things. Liars. Every damn last one of you. And if anybody comes onto my channel, or if anybody comes on to the bottom of this video, in some way, even trying to defend what was said by Jaronism, by Bob, by Morgile, I'm not even going to waste my time with you. Okay? I'm not even going to waste my time with you. Because, quite honestly, anybody who's going to defend people who lie this deliberately and this clearly, I have no intention of even having a conversation with you. Oh, and I'd like to throw in one little thing here. Just one little thing. Speaking of little things, Southern Israelite. Southern Israelite claims to be um, all about the mechanics of and the um, geometry of and various other things. Um, I challenge Southern Israelite to find the mechanism which makes Bob's claim of this salad bowl dome over each individual, how that actually rotates as one moves further south. I want to know the mechanism. If you can't come up with that, I don't need to even speak to you anymore. Okay. And to Nathan Oakley and his crew, the apparent wannabe purveyors of the scientific method, I want you to get the scientific method out and tell me how that actually functions. Tell me the cause of the rotation of the personal dome. I'll be waiting to hear that one. Okay. So, ladies and gents, all my videos are back online. I did that to give flat earthers a little bit of hope. But guess what? Any of you who saw that last night, any of you who saw that demonstration that they did last night, in the last couple of minutes of the hangout, you don't have to watch the whole damn thing. In the last couple of minutes of the hangout, they gave their explanation of how an equatorial mount functions on their version of their version of their version of flat Earth, which is supposedly light years ahead of anything that anybody else has. Uh, you tell me how that works. And if you're cool with their explanation of it, I got no time for you. I got no time for you at all. Okay? Don't even come over and comment on my video. Now, one thing that I would like to say, I'm going to keep the gentleman private on this, so I'm going to move this away because I have to pull up a comment that I received today. And what do you call it? I'm going to read it out. This was somebody came to my somebody came to my channel yesterday, I think it was. A gentleman came to my channel and he had a video and he wanted me to view it. Hold on a second. He had a video and he wanted me to view it. It had to do with equatorial mounts, and he was kind of on leaning on. Well, it appeared that he was kind of leaning on the side of flat Earth, and he came to the realization, apparently, given the things that were going on his channel, as soon as I showed up there to actually, offer up an objective view of what his material was. And if anybody's seen a black screen, that's because it's black right now. And he wanted to know, because he had questions, and he was even wrong about one thing about he had thought that the clock motor that's used on an equatorial motorized mount, he thought that that was being used in Star Trail photos, which of course it was not. Um, but he was very receptive apparently to the fact that that was not what he was. He was wrong about assuming that. But let me scroll down here and find this guy's comment because I saw part of it today when I went shopping, and I want to make sure that I give it its due. No, that's not it. Oh, was it that far down? Um, I ask for your patience here for a second because I hadn't actually pulled this up. Oh, come on, where'd that comment go? And I know I brought it up on my phone. Well, screw it. I'll just bring it up on the phone. Or wait a minute. No, I'll go like this. Anybody who knows this, in the control panel, when you bring down comments, it only goes down so far, but when you're watching a video, you can actually scroll it down further. Where is it? Unless he actually possibly even removed the comment because of the hell that he was getting for it. No, not that. Not that. I think he removed the comment. What the hell? Hold on. I know it was listed here. Back out of that. X out of that. Inbox. Back out of that. Back out of that. I said inbox. Notifications. Well, it's still here. Hold on. 1 second. But basically, what he was saying was he appreciated the answer that I gave him, and he appreciated the fact that I was being objective and calm with him because he actually came to me with a question and I answered it, and in quite great detail, I would like to say. And wait, is oh jeez, stop that. Oh, okay, he changed his icon. That's why I didn't see it. Excuse me for that. But he just said, "Hi, Slide. Just an update. I'd like to say that I will not be looking into this after all. Uh, the next day, my feed was swamped with angle of attack and limitation, and finally, the penny dropped that any efforts I make to look into the possibility of an EQ mount working on FE would be pointless if FE just allows fake, made up stuff within its own content providers. Kind of renders any work that I do pointless, as who cares? I could just make something up and not build a model or try. FE folks would just accept it anyway, and for me, I'm just here to see if FE is a legitimate claim. That's done now. Most interesting is I thought FE was based on the premise that space media and science is fake. That would be the first principle of FE, not to allow fake science, etc. It sounds more like a following type thing than an actual scientific observation, study, or debunk, etc. And that's not for me. Telling you stuff already you already know most likely. Anyways, I did not want to just disappear before I said that. I appreciate the time and the respect you gave me over all my questions. All the best. And I even put a heart at the bottom of that because that's how you have a discussion. And yeah, so that's how you have a discussion. And I don't disagree with him. If you want to talk it, talk it. But if you're going to just come with unsubstantiated claims, Riley, if you're going to come with just words, Southern Israelite, if you're going to come with lies, Bob, Jaron, Andrew Eby, or if you're just going to come with actual facts, which you deliberately say are not occurring the way you see that, Ranty, then I'm sorry, man. There is no hope for you. I'm all about thinking about outside the box. I'm all about I personally believe, and I am dead set that we don't know what we don't know, and I am 100% ready for the next big thing. I really am, but not the next big lie. You come to me with unsubstantiated claims, I don't want to fucking hear it. Okay? You come to me and say that the Mediterranean Sea does not have tides, but yet you can look it up, I don't want to hear it. Okay. You come to me and say that you have the moon, you've observed the moon at 45 degrees above your house, while your father was observing it 90 degrees above Uganda. By the way, your house is on the west coast of North America. You got to be kidding me, man. Really, you got to be kidding me. Okay, stuff like that can be tested, it can be displayed. Anything else, man, it's all just wind. Okay? You want to talk about, oh, and by the way, total Dunning-Kruger, look up the definition of Dunning-Kruger, buddy. Okay? Dunning-Kruger is coming from a false sense of authority, thinking that you know things that you don't. Okay? That would be you, Southern Israelite. You did not show any academic sources. All you did was talk. You didn't show an EQ mount demonstration. All you did was talk. And then on top of that, knowing that I wasn't going to be at a hangout of yours, okay, knowing hours beforehand, I even wrote it to you. Number one, I don't debate people who don't do their own experimentation. I don't debate people who block me on their channel or remove my comments. Okay, I don't do that. Okay, told you that, and plus, wasn't even going to be home anyway. And yet, you decide to put out videos to saying that I bitched out. You know what? So Izzy, kiss my ass. Kiss my Euclidean geometry ass. Okay? So, anyway, the end result of this is I haven't met an honest flat earther yet. I haven't met a flat earther who will actually do the work and find out if their claims actually match anything. Let's see. Please change my videos back to private. Yeah. Hey NASA, you want to have some fun? Boot Israelite for me, please, because all he keeps on saying is Dunning Kruger. Good, I give it to you. There you go, bud. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, Sean beat him to it. Oh, damn, everybody got him. You see, because now I know Southern Israelite is probably frustrated right now because he wants to say something and he can't. That's what it means to block somebody's comment when you think you have something to say, even if I don't agree with it. That's what that looks like. Okay? So, ladies and gents, it's a little after 10 here, and I got shift this week, so I got to get to bed. I saw a bunch of super chats go by, and I appreciate each and every one of them. That's getting me that much closer to get me a nice telescope. It really is. And I got a couple more videos I got to finish up here. They'll be coming out in the next, we'll say, days. And I now have 8 videos public. No, they're all public now, bud. Or at least they should be. That's what I was doing through the whole front half of my video. Hold on a second here. Videos. Let's see here. Hey, thanks, Rabbit X. Let's see. Little world means public. So all of my stuff's public. It might just take a little while to replicate through. Hold on. Nope, I see all publics, bro. And when I was just over in my comment section, I see all my comment sections are back active in my thing. So nope, I see them all public. It might just take a little while, or refresh your browser, but and you'll probably see them. It might be pulling up a cached page. Um, oh, I need to get away from work. I say shit like that all day. Um, yeah, so they're all in there, bud. Okay, so ladies and gents, holy shit! Thanks, bud. Thanks, Warren. I don't even know what to say, man. The but that's all I got for tonight. More good stuff coming up beyond the horizon. See, I could say that being a globe earther. Um, and I'll be seeing you guys pretty soon. I appreciate everybody's support who was backing me up uh, regarding this challenge. Uh, and by the way, to that moron who still owes 100,000 to Wolfie, be nice to see you pay up, bud. Really would. Okay, so everybody, thanks for stopping by. Listen to me chew on your ear for a little bit, and I wish all you guys a pleasant evening.